Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another stadium game. I am on Junkrat. Yeah, I don't really like the Zip Grease build anymore, since they made Zip Grease only fire one shot. It's now more of an emergency power. It's a power now, not an item. But what they have improved is the trap build. Ooh, the trap build is kind of nasty now. And that is absolutely what we're going to be playing. I'm looking at their team composition. There are 0 flyers on their team. This is the perfect opportunity. So how are we going to build it? First of all, you could take double trouble, or you could take that trap to a squire, whatever it's called. And it's sort of a bit of both, really. Now, the main trap is obviously significantly better, but you have to take into account assists and cash generation and stuff like that. And so I've opted to take trap to a squire simply because, look at this stratosphere beacon. They don't have any flyers, but I need an item that gives me some extra health. It does do a bit of damage if we hit someone up in the air. But yeah, so when you take into account all cash generation and stuff, I want the trap to trigger on as many people as possible. Now, the change that they've made to the actual this power is that now you can detonate your concussion mine in the air, which means you can actually use it like a proper concussion mine, and it still drops the trap. That's huge. We just dropped one basically on top of the Ramatra there. They're just constantly triggered. It doesn't do that much damage. It does, well, it slows them, which is, you know, kind of nice. And so that's what we're going to keep doing, just firing out concussion mines. So we're up against the Ramatra, Junkrat, Torbjorn, Moira, and Zen. On our team we have a Diva, me on Junkrat, Sojourn, Juno, and Mercy. As we're trying to desperately fight this Ramatra. Ah, we missed the shot. He got somebody a lot of armor though. We already took the Mega. I mean, we did 2.3k damage, but we just couldn't get him down there. Right, got 25% on the objective there. There's spam. Trying to just place these traps where we can, but ideally we want to hit the concussion mines. They're going to do the most right now. Kill that enemy Junkrat trap. Bring the trap behind where we think he's going to escape, and it worked. There is a Torb turret shooting us. We're hoping that we can get that kill first, then look for the Torb turret. Kill that trap as well. So it looks like our team going to be taking the objective. Oh, we missed the shot. But it's okay, we still get the assist. Bro, what is happening to me? The traps keep spawning on me. Yep, that is the change. As we go for our Rip Tire now. Looking for any play that we can get. Junkrat works. I'm not very good with the Junkrat ult, so if I can get anybody or hit them, or it's just better than it being shot. That turret's really awkward because if I fire the traps out there, it's going to target them. If it has no other target and they don't have much health at this point. Later on though, they will have a significant amount of health, which is one of the things that makes this build kind of cool. I wouldn't say it's a very strong build, but I tell you what, if your goal is to annoy everybody on the enemy team, oh boy, this is the build for you. This build is frustrating to play against. So our team look like we're going to be securing this. Let's make sure we put traps to block them getting on the objective if anyone does push forward. Moira, we mistimed it slightly, but it doesn't matter. She never got to the point in time anyway. And what's our cash looking like? Not horrible. Junkrat's quite difficult to get a lot of cash on, at least with this kind of build anyway. But we get a decent amount. He's saying it's broken. It's not, because the trap's only really slow. The problem is that he's like not able to move to exactly where he wants, but it's just a slow. It's not that bad. We just get a lot of them, and yeah, it helps us with assists. Now, double trouble. That one's pretty broken. We have a choice here. Do we go for the extra damage when players get hit by a trap? You would think that might be the only choice because it makes the mini traps actually do something. But the trap health is kind of essential. Like in an ideal world, you would want to end up with, what's it, like 14,500 cash at the end of round 1 so that you could get both of them. Because you absolutely need both of them. In this case, yeah, extra ability damage is going to mean more cash generation. Health also can mean more cash generation because players in this round are probably going to be dealing more damage than they were in the previous one. They're certainly not dealing less. And if your traps don't have a lot of health, then there's all sorts of AoE damage. You know, the turret shooting them. If Moira's running Chain Grasp, Ramatra ult, all sorts of things will just kill the turret, kill the traps so quickly. But yeah, it's there is an argument for going health first. It also allows you to get a bit more AP. But yeah, in this situation, we went straight for the damage. Just spamming into the choke point like a regular Junkrat. Weapons don't do too much damage. The Ramatra shield being very annoying. Let's try and get the trap on the other side of it. He's pushing us though. We want to jump out of there ideally. We didn't go very far. It was very weak, but enemy Junkrat was there to take us down. So as of right now, it looks like enemy team in the lead. We didn't really make much objective progress, but that's okay. We're just trying to get some money. Now, one way that you can build this trap, like this trap build, is to only get this item that we picked already. Get the 2 powers that we've picked. Get this item that we've picked. Get the trap health. And then just focus purely on weapon power. Or, I mean, you can go ability power with the concussion mines, but you could go just for the ability power, weapon power. And the reason for that is because once your traps deal a bit of damage when players walk over them, and once you're able to get so many of them out, we tried to actually escape the fight. But yeah, once you've got the extra health and the ability damage, that's kind of all you need. The extra AP doesn't really add much damage. Now with this change, it does mean that because we're firing the concussion mines at players a lot more, it's much easier to hit them. A full AP build is also pretty viable. Should have gone for the Torb there. I want to get the turret down because it's shooting players. So yeah, I mean, there's options for both really. Can you use the ult? Can we get anybody with this? Well, Diva Bomb kill most of them. Can we get anybody? There's a Torb. Torb and a Torb turret. That'll do. Still a Zen kicking around. Can we at least get an assist? No. Premature detonation. Never normally happens. Just like the video. Right. We've got a lot of catching up to do. Let's get these traps out. We want to get them ideally around that choke point, like somewhere around there. Don't necessarily want them just stuck on the tank the entire time, but it is quite nice to restrict to Ramatra's movement. Actually decided to play a little bit more passive here, but that just cost us Junkrat spam. I was like, if I just go in this doorway, I can keep firing out the traps, spamming and not take much damage, because we kind of need to stay alive here. It's going to make sure that we're somewhere on the objective. Ramatra ult clearing up the traps too quickly. Phantasm from the Moira. Oh, but she does jump back into a trap we laid earlier. That trap's awful. But we're just kind of trying to get some damage out. We don't do much to the Ramatra. Molten Core's coming in. We're standing all over it, but I don't want to C9 this objective. We've got a lot of pushing still to go. There's a Zen around here, up in the air. Boom! I think we sold Stratosphere at this point, but... Oh no! I'm so sorry, Diva, but the bomb! The bomb's still got the players. Are we actually going to win this round? We really haven't got that far to push it. Moira's going to Phantasm on the point. Make sure we don't take too much damage from that. Oh, come on, we've got to actually kill this Torb turret. We got... That's insane. Somehow. Okay, the cash, not great, but still better than some players on their team who are going to be real starving right now, but that does mean they are going to get a nice boost. Whereas we just don't get very many items. A great map for a Junkrat trap build. 75% steel trap health, like additional, and steel trap refunds 33% cooldown when destroyed. It's big. Just make sure you've got those 2 items. At this point, if you want to, you can as I said, go for a kind of weapon power thing. I just want to throw the concussion mines at players. So I'm probably going to go for ability power. Makes sense to get custom stock because that allows us to get something else. There's never another survival item I want. I certainly don't want field support or whatever. Field rations is it called? So yeah, we just can go for either charge plating or some ability lifesteal. 272 health on the traps. So the mini traps aren't going to have that much, but they still have quite a lot, I think. Actually, they might have that much health. I'm not sure. Either way, that's a lot of health that they have to take down. I mean, it's nearly as much as we have. So each trap that they kill, most of the time they're going to be killing them accidentally. Otherwise, yeah, it's just a case of walking into them. Right, 2-0 up. Things are going well so far. Let's get out there with that Juno speed boost. Okay, just getting the traps over on the choke. We've got 4 of them over there. Ramattra already tagged, but we just didn't respect the Zen. Zen just completely dominated us there. Okay, more traps on the choke. By the way, one of these rounds in this game is insane. Like, the amount of damage that we put out with the traps, with the spam, you'll see. Right, we are on the point. Enemy Junkrat's got a Zip Grease. But I think they've also at this point locked in the trap to Esquire or whatever it's called. Ooh, big spam. More trap kills. Moira, just in case she chases us, we're ready for it. Took the mini, but she opted not to. A lot of spam there. Trap kill again over onto the Moira. Whenever I press tab, you can see the number of enemies trapped. It gets to a very high number this game. It's probably in the thumbnail. Let's be honest. You've probably seen it already. Oh, I mean, he's got to get through all those traps. Doesn't manage to do so. But there is still the ult here, and he is very, very tanky. Like, even if he does walk through the traps, what can we do about it? Somehow we've got to try and get through this choke point. I'm just kind of throwing any traps out there that I can and mines. We've got our ult. Let's see if we can make some space for our team. Should have detonated it, but on a tank you need it point blank range if you're going to do anything even remotely significant. This Zen's very annoying. Can't get the angles to just fire the traps out. Oh, and there's a Torb turret up there. I looked to it with a lot of health because we didn't seem to manage to kill it. Zen does get taken down though. That's a nice pick to have. Enemy team, however, look like they are going to be capping this. Diva bomb again. Oh, it's 3 turrets. 3 turrets and a Torb. Always looks like there's, you know, a huge kill. But it's not that significant. Ooh, Moira trapped. Moira eliminated. That's scary. The problem is if we put the traps down, he probably will just kill the traps. So we've got to be careful. He's very low though. No, Zen ult's in there as well. We've got our ult, but we can't possibly use it. It's just going to get detonated instantly, not by us. Looks like the team's doing quite well. Diva getting a couple of kills there, followed by a trap. Should be okay. Right, let's get back into the point. Get ready to use our ult if we need to. First though, get some traps out on the point. I mean, we should really use the ult here on the Ramattra. Point blank, he's very low. Where is he? Oh, that shield again. So frustrating. Somebody's keeping him alive. I don't know who. Wow, full health again. That's nuts. We used everything. We're still just fighting this point blank, but we're surely going to get killed here. Surely. Surviving for another day. Maybe not. Diva bomb, 2 turrets. Is she going to be able to get anything? Her health's too low, I think. Ah, it's such a good map for us as well. I mean, there might still be time. We can somehow get to the bottom. I don't think I'm going to be able to get in there, right? Against Ramattra, Zen, Torb. Somebody's going in, I think. Ah, it was the Mercy. Good effort. We just get straight up demolished by the Ramattra. 9.6k damage though. And that wasn't the round I was even talking about. So crazy. Yeah, we actually get an MVP. But then again, I mean, the map is just players walking on the traps all the time. Right. Third power. So Hot Boom, not going to be it. It's okay if you're going to build like a raining lead kind of AP build, but successful heist. Successful heist. So basically hit a concussion mine and it reduces the cooldown. That's all we care about with that one. This one, concussion mine explosion radius. So it adds more if you detonate it 5 meters above ground. So it's great at targeting flyers. You know, jump up in the air, throw a mine at them, hit them, zip grease them, something like that. But it also adds some radius when it's not 5 meters above the ground. So that's good for us. It's also ability lifesteal. It's also ability power. So that's what we're going to get, because hopefully we can hit more of our concussion mines and deal just generally more damage. And it adds AP for our traps, which is what we really like to do. So I want to make sure that I go up to the high ground here, because I don't want there to be like a Torb or Junkrat or even the Zen sat up there just kind of spamming. If they had a Soldier or a Cassidy, you'd expect them to go up there, but yeah, at the moment we can play low ground because we can just jump up. He's going to leave a trap behind. Nobody seems to be coming to the high ground, so this is kind of ideal for us. We are just going to launch all of our traps over towards that objective, followed by a lot of spam as well. Let's see what we can do. I mean, the traps... Someone needs to get me off this high ground, because look how many traps are just sat on the floor. He's lucky he's got a shield. But yeah, even the concussion mines are starting to hurt here. Who's going to get me off the high ground though? Like, Moira may? Probably not. I mean, we are taking a bit of damage, but we can just kind of rotate. Let's kill that mini turret while we're here, since our weapon doesn't do that much anyway. More spam. More traps. Okay, we're not hitting too much there. I mean, they are pretty far away right now, but we're kind of playing here because the objective. And we've got our ultimate already. Can we get any kills with it? Detonation over onto Moira and a turret. Ramacha's just getting constantly trapped. Somebody's finally come to contest the high ground, but by the looks of it has backed off, at least for now. We're certainly going to check to make sure, though. Okay, no one seems to be there. Maybe we can bait them up from the spawn to go this way. I mean, surely we've been a bit of a problem for them, but if they do push this way, unless it's a Ramatra ult, they are going to get a lot of traps to walk through and a lot of just grenades to walk through. Okay, there's the Ramatra ult. Traps not ideal. Just want to make sure that we're blocking the objective more than anything, because they've still got to come over to here at some point to move the objective. So when they do, we want to set up a load of traps onto it. There we go, a few traps. Concussion mine might have actually pushed them close towards our teammate. That Moira orb is not going to do a lot. Actually, it did quite a bit, or something did quite a bit. More concussion mines, but they are making some progress with the objective. Oh, our health's getting very, very low though. That's a shame, we were in such a good position. Mercy's going for... She's... Ah, appreciate the effort, but there just was no flight angle, I guess. Diva Bomb gets a Torb and a couple of turrets as well. So we'll spam out Ramatra. We know that he likes to push us a lot, actually. So just want to make sure that we've got traps all over the place, so that if he does try and push, at least it's a little bit difficult for him. Our mines really don't do too much to him. But what about our ultimate? Oh, he's so weak. No, he used his ult. That's unfortunate. Tyre doesn't quite have enough AP to just delete him in one. 7,400 damage. This was the round I was on about, by the way. The start of that, if you didn't realise. Try and jump in, get a touch, get some sort of overtime. We don't actually need to because we've got a player on our objective, but that was me being a little bit silly.
All systems go.
Okay, Diva is on the objective. Somebody needs to go to the end. At some point. Oh no, we're stuck in a Junkrat trap. Oh, look at all that. Like, whoever invented that Torb turret build, just... They should not be a content creator. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, the Torb turrets are in position, so there's nothing we could do there. We're never going to be able to push forward. We're never going to be able to kill them all either. We'd have to rely on, like, Sojourn or someone to try and eliminate them. But in the meantime, enemy team actually takes the cash lead. 2-2 is the score. Enemy Junkrat has kind of gone for a similar build now. I think they changed their plan after Ramatra complained in round 1 about the traps being OP and opted to go for a trap build as well. So we took Cyber Venom, but I don't know if it's the best choice. I think the Ramatra's not dying. There's quite a lot of just healing going on. I think Ramatra's had quite a bit of self-heal as well. 380 health on that trap. Checking it with Power Playbook, 396. So 10 AP seems to be adding 16 health. And it's the health I'm looking at, not the damage. That might be weird, but keeping the traps alive and actually having them hit is more important than the actual damage that they deal. Especially if you've got a debuff onto your build as well. So enemy Moira did have Cyber Venom, I think, on our team. It's only me, I think. Yep. So it's a good idea to keep hold of it. If we had the Moira on the enemy team, I probably wouldn't. I'd probably just go for some sort of AP.
Don't give me that.
Our damage stat so far, 17k. It's okay, but look, Junkrat trap builds are not the primary carry. Like, this is not a carry build. This is one which you assist your team a lot. Players who are stuck, yeah, it's just, it makes life a lot easier. Stuck, slowed, flying up in the air. Yeah, it's pretty decent. So I want to go set up onto the actual point. I was listening for some footsteps. It seems like players did take the platform. So we're trying to set up on the point. I do believe that it's actually really important for us to get this point now because of the Torb turrets. And I'm really disappointed that my team didn't push in the same way as me, because imagine Torb gets turrets all over the roof in that point. The only thing that's clearing them is going to be a Diva Bomb. Like, it's really, really difficult to actually yeah, clear them once Torb's got these triple turrets in this point. That was a main trap as well, I think. Junkrat, though, you're not peeking that. Does get detonated. Okay, traps on the choke. Seems to have worked out all right. I mean, they did get 14% capture time. I need to reload before I can kill that mini turret. Yeah, so they got 14%, but we're about to overtake that shortly. Might as well clean up a few turrets while we're here. That's unfortunate. I put the trap there to yeah, in hope that the Ramatra would back off a little bit and get trapped, but once he just pushed forward, that was it. Sojourn going for a double slidey build. Love it. Definitely something I want to experiment with a bit more. Yeah, I could have probably gone there, but again, we just want to go through towards the point. Just all I did with that concussion mine, I mean, I did put down a trap, but all I did was telegraph my position, and we haven't got another one. Mercy was trying to heal us, and yeah, got actually, wow, that was the Ramatra that, yeah, forced her down there. Okay, this is going to be hard to break him down, but I said only a Diva Bomb. But we do also have a Rip Tire that we will be able to use here. Question is, can we actually accomplish anything with it? I'm certainly not just going for turrets. Oh, Moira's already hit us. That's the Junkrat again. That wasn't a junk versus junk ego or anything. That was just the only player I could find, and I'll take any kill that we can get. Yeah, a bit scary going in against the Ramatra ult here. I think I just threw that straight on the Molten Core. Probably that one as well. It's not going to be good, but any traps that we can get into this point would be really nice. We're throwing them all over onto that part of the point because that's where players seem to try to push through. It is their side, their choke point. There's a tire coming in. It does pop the Diva Mech. Zen. No. Okay. Hold my breath there. Zen being very annoying and no one able to take him down. We do secure the objective for now. Enemy team 99%. We are getting close. Where are they going to come from? That's the problem. Okay, concussion mine does hit. Trigger the traps. I thought I heard somebody there, but there's no one there. Moira's on us as well. Got to get these traps out as soon as we can. No, we're stuck in a trap as well. The Moira calling over onto us, but we do just about survive. Ramatra very, very low. Does get his armor. Ah, we've got our ult as well. Go on, Mercy. Go on, Mercy. Get us alive here, and if we need it, just cover the point. No one there. Very, very nice. 3-2 the score. Still got to keep going though. Cash generation, not particularly good, but again, at this point, we're not too fussed. It's not like, I mean, maybe we're close to max build. No, actually, we're a little bit away from it. Now, this power, honestly, I don't know what's the best one to go for here. You've got a few options. You could go for that increased Soot Shaker, might be quite nice. Just because when you fire out one of the concussion mines, you're going to get some ammo back. Attack speed as well. By the way, there's also a survival item which reveals players in traps. And I think that that's actually really good. Of course, I want to go for a bit more of the glory and make sure that we're dealing more damage, get more eliminations. But if you want to be more of a team player with this trap build, then yeah, that reveal's really, really good. Especially because so many players are getting trapped. What to pick? Charged Chompus. I mean, ability damage grants 3% ultimate charge. I don't know if that's better than Catalytic Crystal, but yeah, that's what we're going to go with. What to pick here? Big Bang. When a frag launcher shot bounces, it increases projectile size. Just going to help with the spam. But then I saw the map, and actually it might have been better off just picking something like Zip Grease. Because, yeah, I don't think we're going to be doing too much with our regular weapon on this map. But you never know. There's all sorts of choke points like down there. Look at that triple trap on the choke. They're trying to kill them all. Do you hear how long that's taking? Okay, we have to try and kill this turret because it is eventually going to win. Ah, that was a full trap. We're stuck in a trap. Ramatra doesn't see us. That's nice. Now we can spam to the choke. And actually, the power we picked is going to be very good because those regular grenades are going to be bouncing down towards that choke point. Oh no, Torb, don't hit us. Okay, thank you, Mercy, for the heals. Appreciate that. I think Juno as well. Okay, this is going quite well. Torb takes a little shot. More traps there. Let's rotate back onto the high ground. Got an ultimate. Might as well use them. Boom. Torbjorn is no more. That barrier's annoying, but we're still going to drop concussion mines over there because it's just going to start placing down more of these traps. There is method to the madness in where we're putting the traps out. Like, we are thinking about the traps when we're firing these concussion mines. But yeah, it isn't the primary focus. Oh, Junkrat trying to put some pressure on us. It's like there, that trap was in case the Ramatra tries to retreat out the top. That's You tend to get players stuck in traps more when they're retreating rather than moving forward. So throwing them slightly behind. Oh, Junkrat's on us. Not anymore. Diva Bomb takes care of that. Can we get the Moira with a concussion mine? At least in the air. Missed the follow-up there, and I think we just walked on the molten core while we're looking into the sky. Mercy with a res. Don't know where the Moira's gone.
We're on the move.
Right, good progress. We do have our ult. See if we can... Wow, that ult built really quickly, actually. Let's go use this one. Surely just going to the window. Oh, Torbjorn again. It's just wrong place, wrong time. We would have taken any kill, the one which we found, but that was who looked the easiest to secure. Diva Bomb comes in. It's a Moira with a couple of turrets again. Makes the Diva Bombs look incredible, but quite often they've been single kills. Not very long remaining now. We still have players though. Sojourn doing work. Diva's also doing work here. I'm telling them the enemy team's pushing the bot, but I don't think it matters because look at the distance. If they just keep clearing players up at the spawn, then surely we'll be able to just come in and clean them up. There's a tank though, trapped. Possibly a fitting finale to this match. 75 enemies trapped, 39,623 damage, 6 Riptire kills. Yeah, the trap build's good, but you've got to be a bit careful with it because, yeah, too many flyers on the team. It can be kind of difficult and useless. Guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more. And yeah, we'll work on something else soon. Maybe the State of Ash. Who knows? GG. See you in the next one.